This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by Next 1000.
The interesting thing is I think the airlines are in trouble with this because, they have incentive to protect passengers. The government doesn't. So when you have people being abusive like this, like the TSA is right now, they're going to discourage people from flying, which is going to hurt the airlines. So the question is the airlines going to put pressure on the TSA to stop this nonsense, or are they going to keep allowing it, and then the airlines get nationalized by the government, and then you're going to have a problem?
Just back off when it comes to these, because these pat-downs really have people incensed. These pat-downs, by the way, aren't just for people who choose not to go through the scanners. If you go through the scanner and they find something, they're going to pat you down with this new invasive.
It's true.
Yeah, if you go through the X-ray machine,
how many
times have you gone through the metal detector and then been patted down? If you fly, it happens all the time.
There's two words here that I never thought I'd be using in one sentence: institutionalized molestation.
Yeah, that's
what this is.
Pretty much. So let's continue with your thoughts. Go to Adam in Idaho. You're on Free Talk Live with Ian, Wayne, and Mark. Hello, Adam. Adam, you're on the air.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Hey, how's it going? I wanted to talk to you guys about the TSA stuff. It's funny that you guys were just talking about the airlines because one of the things I wanted to mention to you was that a group of us have started a new campaign. If you go to noflyusa.com, what we're encouraging people to do is a form of protest by not flying the week of April 15th. And, of course, we encourage people to use various forms of nonviolent protest at the airports as well. But we figure by April 15th, that week, enough people will have been groped by the TSA that they'll know how invasive it is and how intrusive. So we figure by that time it gives us some time to really come up with a good nationwide no-fly week.
It's a good-looking website.
What is it again, the site?
Yeah, noflyusa.com.
Cool.
Nice.
Right on, man.
Yeah, and then
go ahead.
Another thing, by the way, just came out in the news. The TSA posted on their blog that they have their actual public policy on photography and videotaping in the airports of TSA agents, and they say that it's okay to do, that there's nothing wrong with it. Of course, legally, it is legal. So if you have any activists out there doing that, they need to know that it actually says right on their website, and they can grab the quote from the website and use that in their defense if anyone tries to stop them from recording. You can't record the images from the nudie scanners, though.
Right.
Of course, the government can take your naked photo,
sure.
We can't catch that.
Privacy issues. That makes sense. We've still got the remainder of this hour. You're welcome to call in and share your experiences from today. Maybe you've been in the airport doing a We Won't Fly opt-outreach, as I would like to call it. That's where I was for a good portion of the day today in Manchester, New Hampshire. Had a great turnout. In fact, I got some reports from it. I got a report from one of the other airports. I'll share that with you here in a moment. We heard from LAX, where apparently there was hardly anybody there, according to somebody who lives in the area, somebody who was there at LAX doing outreach today. Had a nice little turnout of at least a dozen activists, I think he said, while he was there.
And that's saying something. If
in
LAX? Yes, it is.
On reports coming in from Philadelphia, where the folks from WeWon'tFly.com are situated, they had a great turnout today. Apparently, there are about 30 to 40 people right now in the airport. They're, I guess, in the airport bar. There's a hotel there in the airport, and that's the only place you can go to if you don't want to go through security. So it's pretty much where you have to go. There's people are hanging out after their post outreach celebration party with George Donnelly from WeWon'tFly.com and James Babb, who've done amazing work over the past couple of weeks. They have appeared on more television shows and radio interviews than I could keep track of. I mean, I'm friends with George Donnelly on Facebook, and he is all day long posting interviews.
Posting the interviews that he's done. He must have done 24.
I would say that's on the low side, Mark. I mean, over a couple weeks, interview just maybe him, 24, because then there's James Babb, who has also been busy doing interviews. He was on MSNBC and all over the place. So these guys have been doing major publicity work, and of course they're not getting paid a dime for it. It's just because they love freedom, which is great. And that's why these people are coming out, because they're concerned with what this TSA is doing. They are probably very liberty-oriented. I'm jumping out on a limb. Maybe this is their one issue. Who knows? But it's a good issue to come into the movement on. This is a great opportunity to inform people as to the kind of this rise of the police state, and also some of the other liberties that we're losing, because the crackdown on freedom isn't just happening in the airports. As was pointed out earlier, the TSA is talking about, the Department of Homeland Security talking about expanding to marinas, expanding to subway platforms, expanding to train stations.
Trains, bus stations.
We know they're already taking buses and pulling them over and searching them. Mm-hmm. How long is it going to be? Wayne, you said this during one of the breaks. How long before they set up in the street?
The checkpoints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And before you walk in a mall, you have to go through a body scanner? Come on. But they have mobile ones, too.
Courthouses? They're coming
definitely.
there. Maybe your school. 1-800-259-9231. So what has your experience been? Also, other details from Philly. Apparently also a very quiet night for travelers. This has now been the report from across. We haven't had anybody say, and maybe it's the case, if it was the case in your airport and it was really busy today, give us a call. So far, no one has said it's been hustling. No, it's been dead.
Next 1,000.
Hundreds of liberty activists have joined the Free State Project and moved to New Hampshire for more liberty. But what if we could get 2,000 here by the autumn of 2011? That's the goal of the Next 1,000 pledge. Drop by pledgebank.com/next1000 and sign up today.
Next 1,000.